Welcome to the Be Happy Now show. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. I'm Claudia-Sam. If you know that you're here for a bigger reason, this is the place to be. Together, we ditch the self-care guilt and quit the go with less fear and more trust. Tune in to living life in alignment with your full potential. The Be Happy Now show starts now. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I thought I would, sit down with you, have a little chat about confidence. Have you ever asked yourself, so what happened to my confidence and how can I get it back? I wanted to share this question from Mel, actually. This is a question from Mel, and I thought I'd say hi to Mel and answer a question live on the Be Happy Now show. And, if you also have a question or a topic that you want to converse about, have a conversation and get curious, then of course you can always reach out to me and let me know. I'm making the show for you. Okay. So right now I am live on YouTube and live on Instagram, because if you want to receive my 5-day confidence series, I would love for you to send me the confidence keyword. Just send me on Instagram Messenger, the keyword, one word, confidence, and then I'll send it to you. It's a 5-day series on accessing your inner confidence so that you can live your life with your passions. And I share with you 3 tips, 3 ways that I use to access my confidence so that you can also do it as well. So it's a quick 5-day easy series. So just message me the keyword confidence in Instagram Messenger. I'm excited to hear from you. So what happened to my confidence? How can I get it back? Now, wherever you're watching this, give me a like or a love, a heart, a comment. Tell me, yep, that resonates with me. I feel like I've been there before. And, sometimes you may have felt like you found it again and it's easy to get it back. Or maybe it feels like it's something inside of you that you never lose because it's just a part of who you are. And whatever your truth is, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Okay. You are right. Your soul is right. And it's okay. I wanted to share quickly what my vision of confidence is, because, I could look in the dictionary, and one thing that I believe is really important is our own intuitive vision or version of what these words mean. Like today in a coaching session with clients, we looked at irresponsibility, how it may feel irresponsible. Well, we looked at also how they wanted freedom. They want freedom. Well, freedom is the complete opposite of being responsible, because I looked in the dictionary, and to be responsible is to, do something right, or to have obligations to do something. And when you want freedom, there can't be obligation. That just doesn't work. And so I'd love to ask you, what is confidence to you? Take a moment to go, right, maybe I've never asked myself that. What is confidence to you? And feel free to drop it in the chat as well. Take a breath. Yeah. Confidence for me is a feeling of knowing where I'm going, knowing where I'm at, knowing who I am, knowing what I'm talking about, trusting in the fact that, I know what I'm talking about, trusting in the knowing that I'm perfectly enough, trusting in the knowing that I can try new things and maybe trip or fall. It doesn't take anything away from who I am. It doesn't take anything away from my enoughness. Hi, I see you, but I don't know your name. Say hi. So confidence to me is that energy of trust in capital S self, the big S self. And I'd love to introduce you to this concept of the small self and the big self. The small self, so small S self, and the big S self. Okay. Because when we're talking about confidence, there's this new concept, this new vision that I'd love to offer today. And it comes from the teachings of A Course in Miracles. A Course in Miracles says that grandiosity is always a cover for despair. I'll say that again. A Course in Miracles says that grandiosity is always a cover for despair. It is an attempt to counteract your littleness based on the belief that the littleness is real. What this means is that confidence is not something you can lose unless you've forgotten who you really are. Confidence is not something you can lose unless you've forgotten who you really are. That big S self, that loving soul self that belongs in your body in this moment. So here's the thing. In other words, when you see yourself as someone who cannot be confident or who can, well, lose it, have it being taken away by circumstances, by other people who may have, quote unquote, power over you, well, that may mean that you have been living from the eyes and the vision of that small self, meaning the ego mind, meaning the one who can worry and doubt, who believes in lack, who believes maybe that isn't enough, that needs to prove their worthiness. That part of you that is the small self is the part that needs to, quote unquote, gain confidence to get better at things, to gain it. There is this concept of the inflated self, like get better because there's a belief that I'm not enough. Well, that's not the truth of who you are. It can be a truth. It can be your truth for a moment. And when you remember who you really are, that big S self, that soul self, you are already worthy. You are already whole. You are already complete. You already belong in this body. You are already supported by the light of love. You are already exactly where you're supposed to be. Therefore, your confidence cannot be lost. It cannot be taken away. You get to consistently access it. It's right here. It's right here inside of you. Take a breath here. Yeah. Are you willing to simply state out loud, I am willing to access my confidence because I am worthy just to be me. I am willing to access my confidence because I am worthy just to be me. It's enough to be me. I don't need to inflate my sense of self. I don't need to prove or convince or push around and shove and work so hard to showcase who I am because I am already enough. So what happened to my confidence and how can I get it back? Well, are you willing to remember who you really are? That you are not just the body, you are not just the mind, you are certainly not the fears and the doubts and the worries. And when there is an emotion that you feel it's coming to you, there's an emotion, it's about to be there and you can feel it. Can you let yourself actually process the emotion? Because the emotion is an energy in motion that moves through your body. And as it moves through your body, it can get lodged in your physical body. And then you can get headaches. You can start to get anxiety. You can get really stressed and you can feel a lot of overwhelm. And then it can show up as, heat rising in your body or just like this contraction, tense energy where when we forget who we are by dismissing the energy and motion that flows through your body. So the first place I would have you go is to really honor the human experience, the human that part of you is, that you are a soul embodied in a human body. And so can you honor the body, recognize the messages that the body is giving you? Make space in the mind for the thoughts that are actually supportive for you. And feel the emotions that are there for you to feel and be with without judgment. So that there you can slowly reconnect to who you really are. And from there, that confidence, that's where it's at. That's where it lies. That's where you can access it and breathe with it. Send me a DM on Instagram. Find me at Coach Claudia-Sam, at Coach Claudia-Sam. Send me the keyword confidence. Okay, just the one word, confidence. And I'll send you my 5-day series to accessing your inner confidence so that you can live life with your passions. And I'm going to share exactly what I do, things that I do to remember my confidence, remember my worthiness to be confident and worthy as I am. Okay. You have it in you. I'm so excited to hear from you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. You've been listening to the Be Happy Now show with me, Claudia-Sam. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. You are worthy of being you and of connecting to what stops you from living the life you are meant to live. Access more soul connection coaching at ClaudiaSamCoaching.com.